Hello students, good morning, welcome back. I am Dr. PVRK Ramacharlu working as a chemistry faculty in Amrita Junior College, Penduti, Visakhapatnam. Today I am going to discuss the chapter on chemistry, third chapter, metals and non-metals. So firstly, uh, we need to know what is a metal and how we will distinguish metal and a non-metal. Major differences are metals are good conductors of electricity, non-metals are bad conductors of electricity. And metals have some properties are malleability, ductility, sonorous, etc. Sonorous means sound producing metals. These are the properties of metals, but non-metals doesn't exhibit these kind of properties. So based on this, some questions we are going through. So first question is, write any one physical property of metals. As we know, metallic luster means shiny. Metals are very shiny. Malleability, ductility, and good conductors of heat and electricity. Anyone you can write. I am giving all the properties of the metals. And second one is, what are amphoteric oxides? Amphoteric oxides means the oxides which generally we have two types of oxides like acidic oxide and basic oxide. Acidic oxide means when it is dissolved in water it produces acid. Similarly, when it is dissolved in base, uh, when it is dissolved in water it produces base like sodium Na2O. When it is dissolved in water it produces sodium hydroxide. So that is basic oxide. Similarly, calcium oxide is a basic oxide. And acidic oxide example is carbon dioxide. When carbon dioxide is dissolved in water, we will get carbonic acid. So it is an acidic oxide. But we can say it is an amphoteric oxide. The oxides which react both with acids and bases to form salts and water is known as amphoteric oxides. And next question is, write any one of the ways of method to prevent the rusting of iron or corrosion. In the first chapter, chemical reactions and equations, we already come across the rusting. What are the ways to prevent rusting is painting, oiling or greasing. Next, what type of oxides are formed when non-metal combine with oxygen? Non-metal, when non-metal means, for example, nitrogen, carbon, these are non-metals. Phosphorus, when it combines with oxygen, it produces acidic oxides, means acid, like CO2 or NO2, when it is dissolved in water, it produces nitric acid. So those are acidic oxides. Which metals do not corrode easily? The metals which do not corrode easily are gold and platinum. They don't corrode. Don't corrode easily. So next, name the alloy. Alloy means a mixture of three or four metals. Name the alloy of copper and zinc. That is one is brass. Next, name the alloy of iron and carbon. That is steel. Next question is, give an example of metal which is liquid at room temperature. This is a very important question. The one and only metal which is liquid at room temperature is mercury. Two more metals are there like cesium and gallium, but at room temperature liquid is mercury. Give an example of metal which can be easily cut with knife. Alkali metals like sodium, potassium. These are very soft metals and we can cut it with easily knife. What is meant by ductile? Ductile is one property of metal. Means the ability of metals which can be drawn into thin wires. It is ductile, and which can make into thin sheets. That is called malleable. These two properties are uh, mm, properties of metals. And write any one general properties of ionic compounds. Ionic compounds, these have very high melting and boiling points when they are dissolved in high melting and boiling points, and the ionic compounds are soluble in water. Next, what is gangue? Ores mined from the earth are usually contaminated with large amount of impurities. That is called gangue. Next, name two metals which are found in nature in free state. Gold and platinum are available in free state. 1A group metals means lithium, sodium, potassium. They are highly reactive. They didn't available in free state. They will be available as oxides. Which chemical process is used to obtain a metal from metal oxides? They are asking the question like that. A conversion of metal oxide to metal. Metal oxide means here you need to know metal oxide to metal means it is a removal of oxygen. Removal of oxygen is addition of hydrogen, and gain of electrons is nothing but reduction. Here oxide to metal means oxygen is removed, so that is called reduction. Give an example of amphoteric oxide. Amphoteric oxide means it exhibits both it reacts with both acid and base. So, example are aluminum oxide and zinc oxide. Name a non-metal which is lustrous. Lustrous means shiny. The one and only non-metal which is lustrous is iodine. And what are alloys? An alloy is a homogeneous mixture of two or more metals or a metal and a non-metal. That is called alloy. Next, one MCQ. Which of the following metals is suitable for preventing an iron frying pan from rusting? Rusting means it can be controlled by applying here three options are given: applying grease, applying paint, applying coating of zinc. So applying paint is one option, and applying coating of zinc is the right answer. Why? Because in the next question we will get the answer. An element reacts with oxygen to give a compound with high melting point. The compound is also soluble in water. The element is likely to be. Oh, okay. So calcium, carbon, silicon, iron. So calcium when reacts with oxygen, it forms a calcium hydroxide or calcium oxide. Next, carbon when reacts with oxygen, it forms carbon dioxide, is a gas. Silicon reacts with oxygen to form silicon dioxide. It is